7.5 feet. That's 2.3 meters. What's the smallest plot of land you can imagine for a livable house? 1,000 square feet? 500? What if I told you all you have is a lot that is 7.5 feet wide? 7.5 feet. That is narrower than a standard single-car garage. It is a plot of land that most people would consider impossible. Most people would use it as a side alley, a place to park a motorcycle, or maybe a long, narrow gravel path, not as a home. But this is where creativity takes over. This is where design proves that limitations aren't a barrier. They are the catalyst for true innovation. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are not just looking at a design. We are breaking down a micro-architectural marvel. On this 7.5 by 33 foot stands a tiny home measuring just 2.2 by 17 feet. And when I say home, I don't mean a cramped, empty studio. I mean a home, a house with every single amenity you need to live comfortably. In this video, we're doing a full virtual tour. We'll do a full deep dive on the exterior, how the facade is designed to stay beautiful and not just look like a shipping container. Then we'll go inside for the interior, breaking down every inch of the genius spatial planning, the custom furniture, and how they managed lighting and airflow. And at the end, I'll show you a few hidden design secrets that make this house feel spacious. Do you have a narrow lot? Are you dreaming of your own home but have no idea where to start? Or are you just plain curious, how did they fit everything? Stick around. Let's start the tour of the most challenging and most unique home you might see all year.
The face of our 7.2-foot wide house. The first thing you probably think of when you hear 7.2-foot wide house is a hallway. Narrow, rigid, and probably boring. But look at this. This design doesn't try to hide its narrowness. Instead, it celebrates it. The key is the interplay between vertical lines and depth. In a super tiny home, every material choice is a statement, and this door is the main statement. Notice this isn't some small throwaway door. This is a tall, premium, solid wood door. Using this warm wood material instantly counters the cold feeling of the minimalist white walls. It sends a welcome signal that feels both luxurious and grounded. Now look at the natural light sources on the facade. There are two. One is above the door. This is called a transom window. Its function is crucial. It lets light into the foyer, or transition space inside, without sacrificing privacy at all. And the second is this vertical window right next to it. Now let's back up and look at the front yard. The entire lot isn't used by the building. We still have this front setback measuring about 7.2 by 10.8 feet. This is the perfect parking spot for a couple of motorcycles or bicycles. But more importantly, it's a much-needed transitional space. And I love the choice of flooring. It's natural stone laid in a crazy paving or random pattern. Finally, for the exterior, let's look up. The roof. This design uses a dark, standing seam metal roof, an excellent choice for a modern minimalist home. So just from the outside, we can conclude this isn't a design that just settled for its limitations. This is a home designed with purpose and detail in every single inch. The exterior has proven it has character, but the biggest question remains. What does it feel like inside? How can all the amenities I promised possibly fit inside a 7.2-foot wide room? Now, let's go in. The first thing you immediately notice when you step inside isn't the narrowness, it's the height.
Thanks to the mezzanine design, this foyer and kitchen area gets the full double-height headroom. This is a crucial psychological trick. When our horizontal space is limited, we have to draw the eye upward to create a sense of breathing room and volume. Welcome to the main space. This room, believe it or not, has a clear width of 7.2 feet and an effective length of about 13 feet. And in these 13 feet, all the magic happens. Let's start with Zone 1, immediately to the left of the entrance, the kitchen. This is the definition of a functional, compact kitchen. Let's check the specs. We have a slim induction cooktop, a sink, a classic white subway tile backsplash. It's aesthetic and, most importantly, super easy to clean. Above, there's a range hood to ensure air circulation while cooking. And look at the storage above it. Upper cabinets are custom-built right to the ceiling. No wasted space. Below the countertop, of course, a built-in refrigerator hidden away. It's fully equipped for cooking, but where do we eat? This is the first magic trick in this house. A custom wall-mounted folding table. When it's not in use, it disappears, flush against the wall, giving you a clear walkway. When it's mealtime, just fold it down, grab 2 bar stools, and you have a cozy dining spot for 2. Now, let's move deeper into the living area. In a micro-home, single-function furniture is a design sin, and this sofa is no sinner. This is a custom-designed storage bench. Look at the thick, comfortable cushions, but underneath is a massive hidden storage cabinet, the perfect place to hide blankets, extra pillows, a game console, books, or anything you don't want cluttering up the space. And at the far end of the room, we can see the bathroom door. Yes, this home has a proper full bathroom on the first floor. But the real masterpiece of this ground floor is this workhorse wall. This isn't just a staircase. It's not just a TV stand. It is an architectural furniture system that combines 3 vital functions into one beautiful unit. Function 1, the media center. See how the TV is perfectly nested? Below it is a credenza for electronics, and above it are beautiful display shelves, continuing the same wood material from the stairs. Function 2, vertical access. Of course, it's the staircase. A sturdy, aesthetic wooden staircase to take us to the mezzanine. And function 3, the most brilliant one, a storage machine. Every single step, every vertical surface is a hidden cabinet or a drawer. This is a massive amount of hidden storage. This is where you store your shoes, cleaning supplies, travel bags, luggage. All of life's mess that usually takes up space now has its own home. Hidden, clean, and brilliant. This is just the first floor. We haven't even gotten to the sleeping area. What's up there? What's it like to sleep on a mezzanine in a 7.2-foot wide house? Is it going to feel cramped? Hold on tight. Let's go up to the mezzanine. Before we get to the top, let's just appreciate this staircase. It's only 50 centimeters, about 1.6 feet wide. This is a one-person staircase, designed purely for spatial efficiency, but look at the details. It has a 25 centimeter or 10-inch rise and a 27 centimeter or 10.6-inch run. This is a steep, functional climb, reminding you that you're in a precision-designed piece of micro-living. And we've arrived. Welcome to your private oasis. This is the mezzanine floor. The first thing we have to talk about is the feel. This area measures 7.2 by 8.2 feet. And, most importantly, the ceiling height is 2 meters, or about 6.6 feet. This is key. A 6.6-foot ceiling isn't soaring, but it is perfectly human scale. You can stand up straight, very comfortably. This isn't a cramped loft where you have to crawl. This is a proper bedroom. The design creates a private, intimate, and super cozy space. And now for the main surprise. Look at what fills this space. That's not a single bed. It's not a small double. That is a queen-size mattress. This is a true testament to masterful planning. The bed is pushed flush against the back wall, maximizing every square inch of the mezzanine. This is a real restorative rest area with no compromise on comfort. But this is what makes the room truly work. That massive wall-to-wall window at the back. This is the psychological release valve for the entire room.
Imagine waking up in your queen-size bed, opening your eyes, and the first thing you see isn't a narrow wall, but a view of a garden outside or the blue sky. Okay, so we have a comfortable bedroom. But this home's design doesn't stop there. Normally on a mezzanine, you'd find a simple railing to keep you from falling off. But in this house, the words simple or ordinary don't seem to exist. Look at this. Instead of a basic railing that just takes up space, the designer created a hard-working 3-in-1 piece of furniture. Function 1. Safety barrier. Of course, it's a secure barrier between the sleeping area and the stair void. Function 2. A work area. Yes, a mini workstation overlooking the front void. This is the perfect WHF to work at home spot. Just enough room for a laptop, a few books, and a cup of coffee. And function 3, storage. On either side of the desk, we have custom cabinetry. This is your wardrobe, a place for folded clothes, work supplies, or anything else you need in the bedroom. This is multitasking furniture at its absolutely finest.
Okay, this is honestly beyond my expectations. When I pictured a bathroom under a mezzanine in a 7.2-foot wide house, I pictured something basic, functional, but grim. But this is an optimal bathroom. The room measures 7.2 feet by 3.9 feet. Super slim, but look at how they maxed it out. The key is the linear layout. As you walk in, you have the toilet, then a beautiful sink with a wood vanity underneath. And at the far end, a surprisingly spacious open shower area. Another door. At the back. Where does this go? It's not a closet. It leads to the backyard. It turns out, this house had one last secret. On the remaining land at the back, we have a 7.2 by 4.9 foot area that has been turned into a functional oasis. Look at this, a dedicated laundry area. And this isn't just a dirty utility space. It's lined with aesthetic flooring, and there's a mini dry garden with pebbles and green plants. This 7.2-foot wide home has just proven to all of us that a limited plot of land is not the end of your dream of owning a home. In fact, it's just the beginning of boundless creativity. If you felt inspired by this design, we would truly appreciate it if you hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss a single video of innovative home design inspiration from us.